think that's correct. I just had to get out of the house and wanted to go for a ride. So yeah. So this is one of those like motovlogs where people just go for a ride. No intention of any specific content. Man, look at these like cliff homes over here. Gorgeous houses in the hills. I've looked at some of these kind of properties before, and I think I gotta turn here. I was like, that's gated. Yeah, like some really stunning properties in the Vegas area. Like this one place I looked at, it was like, I mean, who knows? It could have been that actual place right there, up on the hill. $17,000 a month rent. Goals, right? Goals. Not that I would want to pay that in rent. I would want to own the thing, but yeah, I just thought that was kind of crazy. But man, it was beautiful. This huge house. One of those like infinity pools, you know. Gorgeous views. See the whole cityscape at night and everything. I'm like really struggling to get this mirror right. I tightened it. Keeps moving. I think there's like some other thing I have to tighten. I don't know. I'm like just riding around. I don't even know if I've been on this road before. It's like, let's just explore. I've only lived here like 7 weeks. Whatever it's been. And I need to know my area. Trying to like kind of ride too where there wasn't like a ton of stoplights. It's kind of the intention. Because yeah, okay, we're up to 104. Road's a little janky up here. Ooh, what the heck road this is. Basically, I'm just going to keep turning right, so I don't have to sit on any lights. I think that's a good plan. What y'all think? Or at least not for long, right? See a nice Corvette. I like the newer one though. So I never thought I would get into like lane splitting. So that's a Cali thing, right? I'm in Nevada, but yeah, when it's over 100, kind of wish that was a thing here. Kind of hoping I could just do a big circle. Might end up being the second UE it. I will say this, the Vegas area is not U-turn friendly. Like so many of the U-turn things where it looks like you could U-turn, yeah, they got that sign there that says you can't. Let's see if that actually. I can do this. But my Yukon, with the giant tires on it, I have to take like such wide turns, it's ridiculous. Sometimes I wish I had a quick shifter. I had that on the Hayabusa, the 22 Hayabusa I had, and you know, it sounds kind of cool when you shift. Oh my gosh, I miss my cruise control. Although out here I don't need it very much, but when I lived in the country of Florida, yeah, it was nice to have that. Okay, mirror, like seriously? Tighten the top piece there. Oh, I lost my sticky. Hold up. Yeah, tighten that up, and it's still moving around. I don't understand. I'm gonna have to get some Loctite. This is ridiculous. Oh, I thought that was a straight lane for a second. I was like, I'm gonna take it. It's not. Yeah, so I'm just riding around aimlessly. I have no plan. Just thought, you know, get out here. I've been watching more and more like motovlogs myself. Like one guy in particular, I really like his motovlogs. It kind of inspired me for sure. One of my inspirations to start this thing. So I was watching a bunch of his videos today. You guys heard of IMKAY? I-M-K-A-Y? Yeah. It's crazy. I saw his channel and watched his videos. I started watching his videos when he had about, it was like 14,000 subscribers. And now he's got 1.13 million. Which is crazy. Just a couple years. I like really respect people that are consistent. Like consistently post, publish. Yeah, I think that's really it's just, it gets my respect, because it's like, you know, nobody really realizes how much work a YouTube channel is unless they start one, and unless they give it like, you know, a little bit of attention, then you start to be like, oh, I gotta do a lot of content. I gotta do work, I gotta edit. But luckily for me, I love all that stuff. Like, I love the editing. I know a lot of people, it's like the bane of their existence. But yeah, I've been into videography, video editing since I was 14, I think it was. Yeah, about 14. Picked up my first video camera. It was like super old school. Not as old as the, you guys remember the actual VHS tape that used to go in a video camera? Like how bulky and huge those were? Yeah, those were crazy. Yeah, I had the next gen of that, where it was like the mini DV kind of size. It was like a, you know, a mini version of a cassette. Ooh, accident, okay. Good thing I'm turning very, very slowly. Whee! Look at that U-turn. Okay. Yeah, so that was my first video camera. And back then, there was like no editing stuff, right? like you had to have one of these really high-end editing machines. They were like thousands of dollars. There was no CapCut, no phone apps. There's no cell phones, right? They had these machines that looked like a VCR kind of, and I was fortunate enough to have access to one when I took videography in high school, or video productions they called it. Yeah, in high school, let me think, senior year? Yeah, senior year, because my senior year I decided to do independent study project, and you got to pick like whatever you wanted to do. It was like pretty sweet. So I put quite a heavy workload on my plate, and I decided that I wanted to create a short film that was based on the style of Alfred Hitchcock films. So I was really, still am, really into Alfred Hitchcock movies. Just thought he was like a brilliant director, and you know, I love most of his movies, seen most of his movies, and I had access to this editing machine, which was great, so I could edit my short film. It took me like 2 months, I think, to edit a 25-minute film, so it's kind of crazy. But yeah, you know, I only had like an hour in class. I don't even remember if it was every day or not. Gosh, high school seems so long ago. But anyways, yeah, so I was into videography stuff and played around with my camera for a while, shot some skate videos. I was a little skateboarder for many years. That was fun. And yeah, then I kind of was like flip-flopping around with college. I didn't know like what to officially major in, and I went to Virginia Commonwealth University, or VCU as it's known, in Richmond, Virginia first, and I entered the filmmaking program. Well, the first year is total crap. You don't get to freaking even hold a camera. Like, they wanted you to take all these art history and like, I don't know, like nonsense stuff, right? Like, it was just, it had like hardly anything to do with what, you know, filmmaking was. You know, so I went through the first year, and then the second year you're supposed to like actually start doing photography. Again, not the same skill set, right? Kind of stupid. And at some point I was like, you know what? I wanted to go back to my childhood love of acting, and I was like, I'm gonna do the acting program, which is a childhood. Like, I was still acting throughout high school and stuff. I had just decided to do that filmmaking thing instead. So yeah, so that was what I wanted to do, and so I tried out, like I auditioned for the acting program, and yeah, I didn't get in. It was very competitive, which is fine. You know, I think it worked out for the best for me, like, to not do that, because then I would have had to move down to Richmond. I was commuting before that. I would have had to move down there. I don't know, it just didn't feel like in alignment. So yeah, so I didn't get in, so I chose a different school that was closer to home, and I did the theater program. And yeah, I kind of put the whole like film stuff aside for like a long time. And gosh, when did I get back into? At some point, so 2000, I don't know, 13 or 12. So this is like, gosh, I had graduated college like 10 years before that. I was getting into like video cameras again, and I got a couple of, you know, slightly amateurish cameras that I could just afford, right? And so yeah, and then I don't even remember how exactly I found this out, but I found out you could sell your footage online, what they call like B-roll footage. And I was always like out filming stuff like in nature, and I lived in Florida at the time. There's always plenty of wildlife and like cool scenery and beaches and, you know, just all kinds of stuff, right? So I was like, well, I'm already doing this. What if I could get paid for it, you know? And I wanted to quit my job at that time too. So yeah, I was like, well, maybe I could earn enough, you know, doing that to quit my job. So I put like the pedal to the metal. I was like filming every weekend and working on my footage every weeknight, editing it and all this stuff, and really putting in the effort to upload as many clips as possible that could potentially make a sale. And I was at this for 4 months, y'all. 4 months before I made my first sale. And can I tell you, like, oh my gosh, that first sale, I was like through the roof. I was like, oh my gosh, you can make money online. You know, it was like validation, right? It just really, that was the start of my entrepreneurial journey. And I did end up quitting my job, albeit not from doing the stock footage. It was through actually publishing ebooks on Amazon. And I was like, it's, you know, it's all good. Like, I still, to this day, I still make money from this, from doing stock footage. My clips, some of them are, you know, freaking 10, 12 years old. You know, of course, some of the older stuff is really poor footage compared to the cameras that are available now. But yeah, like, how cool is that, right? So I've been really intermittent about uploading new clips. You know, there was times where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna upload a whole bunch of stuff, and then I remember how much work it is to edit, upload, tag your footage. Really, it's the part of uploading it to the website where I sell. That's the cumbersome, worst part of it. But anyways, guys, I've been like blabbing along here about videography, and I'm gonna let you guys go. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll give you a woo!